Hello, champions, and welcome back to What's My Role, episode 27. I'm your Tank Bean, joined by Mr. E.
Hi.
GT Goat.
Hey.
VindowViper.
Hi.
And Donnix.
Hey.
Okay, at least Donnix.
That was.
gave a
I'm
normal
not okay with any of that.
Don't shit on me, man.
So, what have you been up to, Vindow? We haven't seen you in like 3 or 4 months, or it feels like.
Oh, are we recording?
Mm-hmm.
We always record.
This is how we do things now.
I didn't even get to start the intro, like saying something.
No, we do the intro at the end now.
The intro.
Yeah.
No, they fucked
The
me
end.
too. They were like, just go. And I was like, you guys don't do a fucking countdown?
No,
Go fuck yourself. Let's go.
the conversation just flows better when we just start talking instead of me blabbing on for like 40 minutes. So yeah, what you been up to, man?
Working and playing some Panda just to get some stuff going.
You're remixing it up?
Wow, dude, it's crazy when you start digging into it. Like when you're trying to like not necessarily min-max it, but just level hella fast. You can just queue for dungeons, scenarios, raids. There's so many raids now, and of course doing the dailies, the daily quests for those. You just like you just sit at one of those nodes where you can just keep turning your crap in, and literally the 60 seconds between each queue, you're just trying to get rid of all your crap. And you don't even have to loot because everything's just in your mailbox in 10 minutes or something.
Yep.
And so you'll sit there and half the guys will just be like, boom, 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 just glowing all the little threads that keep hitting because they're just opening up their mail and activating them. It's bananas, man.
Yeah, remix is something else.
I went what, 30 to 70 in like hour and a half, 2 hours.
Rookie.
It was,
Rookie numbers.
Rookie
no,
numbers.
I know, but I'm not used to that. It was just crazy. So
Yeah. No, it's nice for sure. We have kind of played the hell out of it, I feel like.
Yeah.
well, as we should.
I've done these dungeons so many fucking times.
Oh, I'm tired of the dungeons. I'm tired of the dungeons. The raids
Yeah.
are fun, but the problem with the raids is everything just dies in one hit. So you're just like half the time I'm trying to make my way so that I don't get locked out of the boss fight. Not that it matters because the boss fight's 4 seconds long. In fact, sometimes it's better if you get locked out because the door you have to leave for the boss fight is the one you came in at, and you're already at an advantage getting to the next boss.
Yep, especially if you're not worried about looting. Then
Well, you don't have to care because it all just shows up in the mailbox. So
so you can just basically go on a little stroll.
yeah. I was actually really pissed the first time on my other character where all I needed was one dungeon left on the achievements so that I could get the trinket or ring or whatever one of the things is for doing dungeons. And I was running through and this dude Demon Hunter was just ripping it through the whole thing. And I'm trying to keep up with him. It's the one where you fight the dude like, there's like the reptile guy in the basement, the Mogashan Palace or whatever it is, where you fight the dude in the basement with like all the vaults.
Like the astral star. Oh, yeah.
No, it's all the vaults.
Yeah.
In the dungeon.
Yeah.
And
The
so, and then
coppers.
right after him, there's that elevator that you have to like like it comes down really slowly, like you don't activate it, just goes. And then you go up and you go fight the boss with all the dogs. And he killed the dude and then just beelined it to the elevator, got on the elevator before everybody else. So we had to wait for it to go up, come back down, get us and back up. By the time we got to the top of the elevator, he'd already killed the boss, but we were so far away that it didn't actually register us.
It didn't count?
No, it didn't because
What?
we were just outside, like for the actual like the achievement that says 0 with 1 kill the last boss.
Yeah.
And the worst part is that was my like specific queue, like you know how you can queue for just a specific dungeon instead of just randoms. And so I couldn't do it again for 24 hours. I'm like, man, I really wanted that ring or trinket or whatever it was. And so I kept like random queuing. Of course, there's like 10 dungeons and I just did not get it. You keep getting that stupid Shadow Pan Monastery one where you have to like dodge all the little like
Frost arrows.
the ball. There's the frost arrows up the hill, and there's
like
the
those
ball things you have to
haunted
dodge.
armor things or whatever.
Yeah.
And every single boss is has some stupid like, oh, now you must fight my 2 disciples, and you're like, come on, dude, just let me kill you. So I love Panda. The biggest thing I actually think the miss for me on Panda Remix was I like the questing. The questing are constantly like, slow down, enjoy, use the elements, all that. And man, I was like, I felt like I got nothing of Panda besides just dungeons and raids. I
Oh,
don't feel
yeah.
like I got
Yep.
any of the feel or theme of Panda besides just buying all the visuals.
Yeah, I feel you, man.
So
you haven't played any retail at all, though.
no, not no. I played Remix only because I was able to get my. I got a Steam Deck recently and was able to run WoW on that, which runs pretty damn good. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, Donnix, you can kind of speak on that same subject almost.
Yeah, I got the
Better.
Lenovo Legion Go, and this
Runs
thing,
better.
that's what I'm on right now. This thing's
Fancy.
amazing.
It's pretty badass.
Yeah, it's the best money I've spent on a gaming thing in a long time.
Hell yeah. Well, that's awesome. We really missed you, though. You're always fun to play with and have on the podcast, so glad to see your face again.
I'm
And
excited.
we hope you never leave again.
Oh.
No, don't worry. They'll be like in a year. We're like, was VindowViper replaced by a double?
Yeah, there's going to be like a conspiracy.
We
Conspiracy.
hired some jackass to act like the old jackass.
I
Did
feel like he's a little
VindowViper
bit
go
more
to
of a
rehab?
Oh hell! I don't know if I'm better or worse is the problem. So
dick. Yeah, he kind of sucks now. But it's pre-patch day. So
yay!
WoW's been down the entire day, and it's still down. And we're probably not going to get to play it till maybe tomorrow.
Thanks, CrowdStrike.
Yeah. Thanks a
This
lot.
podcast supported by CrowdStrike. Have you guys ever been?
Oh shit, we got sponsored. So yeah, pre-patch, we've got warbands coming, leveling talents and stuff. They're gonna change. Next week is that whole Radiant Echoes event. We can still actually earn that fucking mount. The season 4 mount. We can still earn that, apparently.
What do we have to get?
We have to get
Tens?
2,000 Raider IO score, which would be 5s across the board, I believe.
5s?
Yeah.
Oh, we can do 5s.
Oh yeah, we're like right
We've-
there.
We've
We've done a couple
done
times. We
them,
just didn't
yeah.
time them.
I think if
So,
we
yeah.
grinded it super hard, you could. How much longer we got for that mount? Is that just another 2 or 3 weeks?
Once early access starts for War Within, then we can't earn anymore. So August 22nd, we still have a month to do this. If you're going to be back healing, I know you probably have to do a little bit of gearing. And
I
then
got a lot of gear, and unfortunately, I'm going on vacation here in about a week and a half.
Oh, God.
yeah.
How long? How long?
For 2 weeks. I'll be back on the 17th. Yeah.
Okay, so we have 1 week with you at least.
I mean, he could gear up pretty quick because all that bullion will be saved up.
That is true.
Oh yeah.
He'll just need lots of
Probably get like
stones
2
and
bullion
crests.
off of every single
Also,
boss.
skill challenge is a big one.
Skill challenge. What do you mean?
I need skill to do it.
Oh, you need you
I'm
need to be
lacking.
able to do it.
Yeah, there's a skill check in this game, and I ain't got it. So we'll see.
Skill check is keeping the DPS alive.
Just don't let me die.
Even Mythic Raiding or Mythic Dungeons is not even much about keeping DPS alive. I mean, there's a little bit of healing just to cover unmitigatable damage, but it's more like put as much DPS as you can, throw a little bit of heals out, and just kind of keep a general idea of what's happening in the party. But that's the part about healing is keeping my DPS rotation up so that you guys don't have to take heals because we can kill shit faster.
Indeed. I mean,
Indubitably.
we'll see what happens because I know Golden's supposed to maybe be back. Maybe this weekend, maybe next weekend. I don't know.
Yeah.
Either way,
Yeah.
though, I think we'll probably try something this weekend. Get Aspen. I know she's been leveling a healer, so we could probably try and do some mythic stuff.
I'm looking at going Holy Paladin and We're Within, so I'll probably stay healing and enjoy the Paladin.
Dear
side.
Lord.
Holy Paladin's a
All the
blast.
paladins.
All
Well, I
paladin.
won't be a paladin next
No,
season.
me
Why
either.
not?
Oh,
I'm gonna
right, I
play
forgot.
Death Knight.
I'm playing Survival Hunter.
Yeah. So
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
gonna
okay.
play Blood Decay, Donnix Survival Hunter,
Four
Vindow. You
paladins
said,
and a demon hunter.
oh
That's
yeah,
an interesting count.
yeah. I wonder what's happening there. Go. What are you playing? I don't know if you've ever said what you're gonna play.
but I mean, let's see how everything turns out.
Dude, Rat Pally, it's so much fun. That's what I just leveled in to 70 in Panda. You're just like 4 buttons. There's maybe like an AoE, but it's like half as many buttons as your Death Knight, and you just stomp. Like you do so much damage. It's crazy fun.
Yep, paladins are good, man.
Yep.
So versatile.
Just play The Last Stand by Sabaton the entire time.
Yeah, epic as fuck.
Donnix is going to be playing Avatars Going Hunting over and over again. What you do when no one's watching?
Goat. Did you have any goat notes for us?
I thought you put them together.
It's
into
Goat's
one word.
Notes.
Goat's Notes.
Good notes.
Good
It's
note.
a new segment. I don't think he's prepared for it whatsoever.
I can make some nice goat notes up.
You better fucking say something right now, dude.
Be prepared to be disappointed at whatever the fuck they do.
We're starting up a landscaping business. It's going to be called Totes My Goats.
Totes.
And we're gonna rent out goats to people. So instead of someone coming out to cut your grass, you just have a permanent goat there that eats.
I used to order a service like that. It was called Throat Goat. And it was-
That's his other secret name.
That's not legal in my state.
they got shut down by the Gluckers. So
The Hawk 2 was.
it was. I'm curious, Goat. What's your opinion if you had to make a new character? What's the one class you like that scares you, or is you're like, why would you want to play that? Is there anything like that?
Not that I've run across. I mean, most of it, I'm just going to go off of experience anyways.
Yeah.
So my thing is, like, once I get hands-on with it, then I can actually give you a definitive answer.
Gotcha. So is there something like if you're like,
Now-
man, hey, Goat, you need to play a priest, you'd be like, dude, I don't know what the hell that even does. You know what I mean? Like, is that something that appeals to you or no? Or?
Well, like the only one I think that would be like super difficult for me would be healing, but I know there's like different levels of healing characters. There's some that are like constantly hitting buttons, and there's some that are somewhat more laid back.
I'm just curious.
Donnix, whenever he heals, I see that on his. Yeah, that's a lot of shit going on.
He's just
at one
rolling
time.
his face on the keyboard.
Yeah.
Well, because
I just-
you're usually disc priest, so
Yeah.
it's more like apply your atonements and then just do a bunch of
DPS.
damage, right?
I just target someone and then smash my face against the keyboard.
Yeah, just W key. Yeah, Goat. We'll have to get you. I guess we'll get you going Paladin. I mean, why not?
I
I
do.
want to see Goat Shaman.
A goat shaman.
Like
Yeah.
Elemental Shaman?
Well, that's the thing. Like, he can go Ellie if he wants to be a caster. He can go Resto if he wants to try healing. That doesn't sound like it's something he's dying to do. Or shoot, dude, Enhancement Shaman. You're just running up there smashing shit. Like, your spike damage is so crazy high. It's
Does
awesome.
anyone know how much they changed enhancement with these new trees and stuff?
Oh no,
Is it
man!
a lot
But
different or not?
with the button blow on enhancement shamans, you'll get cramps in your fingers.
I've kind of got it down pretty good for the enhancement shaman, but I've only ever played it solo mostly.
I know, like, there was a big stink about they weren't getting anything. And then
Yeah.
I saw something about a huge change coming through, but I haven't looked into it at all.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
that was like a whole thing on Reddit. Like everybody was like, "Where's the shaman changes?" Because they'd put out like hero talents and class overhauls for every other class except for shamans. And I think that was only within like the last couple of weeks that they finally gave them some love.
All because Thrall fell out of favor. Like, when Thrall was like the big daddy that everybody loved,
Because he cheated.
shamans were like competing with paladins and druids as like the class fantasy ideal.
Yeah. No,
And then-
Cataclysm.
Yeah.
Cataclysm, best time to be an
Oh,
elemental shaman.
It was massive. It's
Yeah, it
so
was-
cool. And then now it's
You're-
like, you play a shaman?
Yeah.
Mhm.
I don't think we need you in the party.
You know what? Maybe if we need a 10th for rating, but that's
Oh, well, we
is it
need to
because
lust.
of their damage or what?
it's just, I don't there's
Or is
no
it the class fantasy?
they don't do anything excellent anymore. Right?
Yeah.
Like they don't have a niche that they all do very well. I actually think that's a big problem in WoW right now is everybody seems to be getting everybody else's skills, and then it ends up being
Too
whoever
samey?
can do certain very much samey. I mean, shit, look at
Yeah.
everybody's got some movement mechanic that they have to use. Everybody's got a self-heal mechanic that they can use. There's all this stuff that's like, sure, each class feels different by all means, and then each spec can feel different inside that class, but realistically, the Boomkin, Shaman, Caster, Mage, and Warlock all feel
Very
just
similar.
like a generic caster. Each one has their own things. Like Warlock has the ability to have some cool stuff. I think that's why it excels. Mage can just push hard, but so can Shamans. And
Yeah.
Boom can have crazy like cycles, day night stuff that you can really like focus on. But again, they're really just plays on the same mechanic of wait for a certain window and then just unload. And
Yeah.
it's no longer like it used to be get a shaman because they gave you heroism and stuff like that. Right?
Yeah, I know they're getting a new raid buff that's, I think,
Oh.
exclusive to them. Isn't it some type of new Wind Fury Totem or something? It's different than before, though?
Probably.
So they have a raid-wide buff, and I really hope Golden goes back to Shaman for healing, because as a Havoc Demon Hunter, the buff increases mastery, and it has a chance of your basic attacks to, like,
Hit twice,
Double?
right? Yeah.
Yeah, double swing.
so that's, like, perfect for Havoc. Like, it's fucking perfect.
You're so selfish.
I am.
That was one of my
I mean,
favorite,
that would be nice, though.
that was one of my favorite things in Panda was one of those trinkets was like every attack you have a chance to do like 5 auto attacks right after it.
Oh,
And so
yeah.
there'd be times you slash it would just blow up with
Just like,
numbers.
what
You're
the
like,
hell?
oh yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Send a link in the chat if y'all want
The
to
fuck?
go through and look at them.
The chatty link.
In the chat in this Riverside.
Did you share the pre-patch notes? Is that what you shared?
Yes.
I already got those pulled up. I just didn't feel like
Alright.
sharing them with everybody.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it is.
Keep them to myself. Okay,
Well,
but
like-
this is like 40 pages long. That's the only problem with this.
That's why I use the search feature on your.
Like, we could just read this, but that would be fucking boring.
Well, I was just saying if you wanted to
Get
reference.
the band together for war bands.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, we should probably, this Friday, I think we want to do kind of a silly tier list type deal. And then maybe either push a mythics, or I would actually really like to run through, like, a bunch of old raids together. I think would be fun because we got the Warband system now.
You know what
I
we
was
haven't done in
actually-
forever? Panda raids, dude. When's the last time you done a panda?
Oh, I've been jonesing for
dying.
those Pandaria.
Man, it's been forever since I did one of those.
I'm planning on starting at Molten Core and going through
Working
every
through it all?
single raid in release order.
How long do you think that would
and-
take?
Oh, you could probably hit an entire expansion in probably 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe an hour.
Well, shit, man. Let's maybe give that a shot. We could do that even while we're doing the tier list, because the rates are just going to be walk through the park,
Yeah.
basically.
Now I can almost solo the middle Shadowlands raid.
Oh shit!
The one with Sylvanas at the end.
Yeah, it's just mechanically.
That's a
There's
fun
one mechanic that stops me from soloing it right now.
Is that the one where you? Is it? I'm trying to think of the one.
Kel'Thuzad.
Oh, KT. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, one thing I'm bummed about is I think it's been changed, but I know originally with the pre-patch, I think the BFA stuff was supposed to go to Legacy Loot, and I think they had walked back on that. I'm not 100% sure though,
I haven't seen that.
so maybe that's not a thing. But yeah, that'd be a fun thing to do on Friday if everybody thinks so.
Well, I got nothing but time now, so
Oh yeah, bro, you're gonna be fucking wowing it up.
Are you excited about Skyriding your non-dragon mounts?
I
Yes.
actually am.
yeah, I am.
I'm tired of having the same 6 whatever dragons.
Yeah,
Although
everybody in the fucking Azeroth is riding the same couple of mounts just
And it's-
because they're fast.
And they even went through like a pretty deep system where you could like customize your dragon, but from your generic camera distance out, you can't. I mean, like,
Yeah.
oh, there's
Mhm.
horns, there's not horns. Okay, cool.
Wow.
And now if they allowed you to customize all mounts in some way, like you could kind of tweak things here and there, it'd be kind of cool, I guess. I don't know how. That's a lot of work. I get it, but
Yeah. I know going forward they're supposed to be making more of these kind of customizable type mounts, but I don't think it's going to be like every mount going forward. Because like the
Not
Delve
yet.
mount is like a ship, customizable like kind of airship type deal. From
I
doing
just
like,
realized-
the
Yeah, that looks cool.
it's similar to the Dreadwake, yeah, but you can like change. You'll unlock different customization options for it the more you do the delves.
Mm.
So that's going to be
they,
fun.
They got rid of Apprentice Riding, 60% ground speed, and I don't know how I
you
feel about
get-
that because I remember that was like I remember hitting level 40 back in Classic, and going,
not being able to afford it.
You had saved every penny up to that point, and you might be able to get it at 40 and great, but and you were stuck with whatever shitty mount there was because that was like the cheapest money you can get.
But Palmino pony.
But it made your world 50 times easier because you were just hauling assets. 60% was huge change because you're always running all over the place, and they're getting rid of it. I mean, that's a nostalgia thing. I'm kind of sad to see.
Well, I'm not nostalgic for that shit at all.
I like the progression, the 60, 100, and then flying, 10, 20, 30.
Well, I mean, you could always go back and play WoW Classic.
What do they do?
Too.
Yeah, but
the heirloom mount.
I'm not sure.
What's the heirloom mount?
It's the
chauffeur.
the Northrend motorcycle, but you don't drive.
Yeah.
You ride the side.
Oh, the
yeah,
chauffeur,
like the chauffeur.
thing?
Yeah, the chauffeur.
Oh.
Well, I mean, consider you get 100% mount speed at level 10, and literally you can sneeze and hit level 10. It's not. I mean, I feel like you don't even need the chauffeur. By the time you finish that,
well, you get Skyriding at level 10 now.
Jesus Christ.
And then you get expert riding, which
youngsters.
Your speed is limited to 150 or something like that on the Skyriding until you hit expert at level 20, where you get 220 speed, and then you can get 420 speed at level 40, which again takes no time to get to.
Oh,
it's interesting.
Well, things are just going to be faster, so I mean, you're just going to have to get with the times, old man.
A whole bunch of brand new licensed flyers out there.
I get it though, because back in vanilla, that was a major milestone. When you're leveling,
it used to be a big deal, right?
Yeah.
No, that's why you joined a guild, to get fucking somebody to bankroll your shit. Now, I didn't know about saving up my gold. I spent it all on the auction house. And then I hit 40, and I was like, oh no.
What were you buying on the auction house?
Transmog before Transmog was a thing.
Oh, you're just buying the gear just to get the looks.
Oh, this looks cool.
Hell yeah. Okay, what else do we got? There's the rated battlegrounds. I think that starts with this pre-patch. So you can solo queue into battlegrounds, and it's rated now. So
they had solo shuffle, I think it was.
That was just for arenas,
but that wasn't battlegrounds yet.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'm curious how that plays out.
I think that it'll lead to faster queues because it's going to be more people queuing at once for these bigger battles. And then I don't know. It sounds cool to me, honestly.
Normal battlegrounds people don't listen. Of course, there's either one or two people trying to yell, "Everybody go lumber mill," and it's like no one's listening to you, bro.
It's fuck you, dude.
Half people don't even have chat on, And then the other people are. You're like, man, why isn't anybody going to lumber mill? I'm trying to hold this down, but the rest of my team's with me for some reason. It's like, dude. And then you go to leave for lumber mill, and they all follow you. You're like, no, just stay over there. You're like, I just want to win this, right?
Yeah.
Dude, I'm just an Ellie shaman. I'm just trying to blow people off this cliff.
I'm just here to fuck around, man.
Here.
I think you'll get away from if you're winning, you'll be going up against better players and less of that shit, basically.
Sure, but not everybody will listen. Everybody thinks they have the right idea.
That's true.
If you ever done normal rated battlegrounds, they're a lot of fun. You queue up 15 people or 10 people, and you go into a battleground, and everybody's working together. That's a legitimate team, and you're you usually have everybody in Discord and stuff like that. Really, really fun. But you're also playing against really, really good teams that are oriented and scheduled and capable. And so you're like, shoot, man, they've been pushing they're on a rank 300 or something. It's man.
Yeah, but since it's going to be a solo shuffle, it's you in theory shouldn't be running into any kind of stacks like that,
I wonder how they bypass people all five of us try to queue in a solo at the same time and see if we can get the game. Are they randomly putting people in, if you're Alliance, you might be on a Horde side kind of thing sometimes they do?
Yeah, I think they're kind of doing away with that a little bit. I think you're queuing with, just both factions, and it doesn't really matter what team you get put on. So, I mean, people might be able to kind of game the system a little bit by trying to all queue up at once, but at the same time, you're not guaranteeing you're going to be on the same team even if you do end up in the same match.
Yeah.
But I think it'll be fun. I'm kind of pumped for it. I think that's probably what I'm going to be doing when I've got free time during the week and I'm solo, is maybe giving that a shot and seeing how it turns out.
Have we had any in-game PvP zones since Kata?
Zones?
Yeah, like Tall Barad and
No,
Winter
so
Grasp and stuff.
they used to have, obviously they have like the dedicated areas. Now they have World PvP for flagging, and there's actually quests, daily quests like normal daily quests that are always on the map. And there's like PvP zone areas that are actually like if you enter it, everybody's gets flagged more or less. And it's actually pretty cool. Plus the assassination stuff, which has been around for a while, where like if you kill enough people in a short period of time, your banner, like if you're an alliance and you kill a bunch of horde, your alliance banner shows up on horde flagged people, so they know where you're at all times until they kill you.
Oh, yeah,
So,
I remember that from BFA. That was like the best part of BFA.
And so you'd like call out to your teammates, like, "I've been flagged, guys, correct me." And so like you'd like bait people, like you'd hang out on a ledge, someone would come jump you, and then like 4 of your buddies would jump him. Yeah,
that sounds fun.
And they get huge rewards for killing you if they can. So I thought it was pretty cool. I actually really like the world PvP mechanics. I don't think a lot of people play it, but if you go to, especially people kind of min-max their game nowadays, so everybody joins like, oh, I'm Horde, so I'm going to join this server that's like 98% Horde, or I'm Alliance, I'm going to join the server that's 98% Alliance, because the majority of gameplay is PvE content, and so you might as well get the most people possible to get your content played. But when you go to a legit PvP server where you actually have a good 50-50 mix, it's really fun, man. You learn how to fight for your life. You learn much more skills than you normally would with PvE content. I do think it is the ultimate end game, but it's less fun and it's very infuriating. So,
yeah. I do believe they actually, if you do flag for PvP, I think they kind of mix you in with a couple other servers, so you're not just with that one kind of. They
already have like the clusters where you get a couple, so you'll see like 3 or 4 other servers mixed with it, but it's not super intense. Although the cool thing they added was the supply crates. You'll see a plane fly and then drop a crate. It'll land, and as soon as it lands, you have to like right click it in like a 20-second or whatever capture. And whoever alliance or horde gets it then unlocks it, and then any alliance can go and loot it. But during that time, someone can hit you and stop you from capturing it. And so then you just have like just an all alliance on horde battle trying to get this in. And so like people are putting big stuns and then trying to capture it and then getting torn down and someone else's it. And it's pretty much one big cage match.
Yeah, that sounds really fun. I really think that'd be that's probably a good way to kind of goof off and spend our time while we're waiting for the expansion to release here, because I mean, other than getting that mount, we don't really have shit we can do at this moment besides run old raids and kind of mess around with the warband system, really.
Yeah, can't go gank low level characters anymore.
I guess you have to roll on some classic server to do that at this point.
Yeah,
they're coming out with they had Cata Classic, I think, already out, or is that on its way?
Yeah, it's out now.
Yeah, I haven't.
So that's a whole deal. So. What else though? No hero talents. We won't get that till the expansion, and also,
I don't think you get those until you're at 80, right?
No, you get them as you level from 70.
You start.
Really?
Oh, so like your first level in. Cool. Okay.
Oh.
The talent points you're getting from 70 to 80 are going into those, I believe.
It's applying to, okay. That makes sense.
That way they didn't have to expand the normal trees more.
Does anybody else have early access?
I do.
Okay. I think it's just me and you. We'll have to hold hands through some of the campaign or something.
That's early access, what, like 22nd? And then like
we'll skip through the flowers. And
6 or something is...
We'll take screenshots to send to the group.
All you can do is level, right? You can't actually...
It's no basically the campaign, from what I can tell.
Yeah.
The only real kind of benefit we might be able to get, maybe, is if we're fucking around with like the crafting system and the professions. But I don't really plan on going into that too hard. You know, I'll mess around with it for sure, but I'm not going to be like trying to make $1 million gold on the auction house or something. At least not yet.
Are the delves open in early access?
There's leveling delves and there's leveling dungeons. So I'm not sure what kind of, like, where the line is drawn, you know, as far as how far we can progress. I think we might be able to do all that, except for the raid won't be open and Heroic and Mythic 0 won't be open. So I think it'll just be normal dungeons, and we'll also have like a capped eye level that we can reach. Yeah, I think that's how it works. So it's like, what, 4 days that we'll have?
I did a little bit of some lore watching, and there's a couple characters that I want to get in there and figure out what's up with them.
Oh, well, do share.
So
it's like a spoiler, I guess.
So in one of the zones with like the big crystal thing hanging from the ceiling,
I think it's called Hallowfall.
they have half elves,
Oh,
and the one chick in there, her last name is Lothar,
like Anduin Lothar?
like Anduin Lothar. So I'm kind of like, what's up with that?
Okay,
What
he's
you
getting
doing?
freaky with some elves.
I
Damn.
guess I don't know.
Does she look like really young? Because he was like an old ass man, wasn't he?
Yeah, no, he was. But I mean, if she's half elf, you know, she might, like be immortal basically.
Oh yeah, I guess so. If she has like the whole, is it like half night elf?
I don't know. No, I think lore wise, she'd be half human, half high elf, so half blood elf.
Oh, high elf, blood elves. Okay.
Yeah,
Well, that's interesting.
and she only has one arm. Her model, like her left arm,
It's the
is a
the
shield.
one armed. Okay, yeah, I
Yeah.
think I know who you're talking about. Her name's Lothar. Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah. So I'm interested. I'm like, what's going on here?
Yeah, of course. There's some sexual lore going on here. So of course, Mr. E is very interested.
We need to have podcast after dark.
Half elf Lothar,
Yeah.
snake ladies are next.
Oh, God.
No, we do need to have like some lore podcast because I have been ingesting the lore kind of as fast as I can, but I'm only up to, I've actually started playing through Warcraft 3. So, and then I'm going to be starting the Illidan books soon. So I'm still not really caught up, but
Are you prepared?
Are you playing
Not
Warcraft 3
prepared.
Reforged or whatever?
yes, I'm playing the Reforged version, which I know a lot of
No, it's-
people are not happy with.
It's great because it actually does it well. It's just people aren't happy because of certain little mechanics, and their launch was terrible. If it's your
Mhm.
first time foraying into it, you'll love it.
I didn't see a way to rebind keys. Is that not a thing at all, or did I just not look into it enough?
I'm not sure. I'd have to check it out.
Because I really hate having to move my mouse to the edge of the screen to move my camera around. Pisses me off, but
Yeah,
Can you not use like the arrow keys?
maybe I can, but that's kind of like way over here. That's kind of awkward, like playing like
you need like an
this.
AI on your camera that tongue tracks. So when your tongue's out and you go to like left,
Yeah, just like,
and then play with the controller. You know,
yeah, that'll
Yeah,
definitely
right
fit on
there,
the
right
After
there.
Dark stream too. That would actually be a fun idea to have an After Dark kind of podcast at some point, where we just get a little bit nasty with it. Maybe that
Just
can
let-
be like a
just
Patreon
let me
thing.
talk for the whole podcast.
Yeah,
Pretty much.
we'll let you
Listen to
retell
the
your
lore
version of the lore.
so FYI, if you guys didn't know, seeing the UI updates,
Oh, yeah.
Spellbook has been redesigned and moved to the same window as talents and specializations.
Yeah.
And they added a search functionality to your spellbook so you can quickly find a spell without having to sit there and go through like 4 pages. Like, is it after T or is it before R?
Oh yeah, I know. The spell book has pissed me off for a long time, so I'm super happy about this.
Well, they changed it too. It used to just be your one big ass spellbook for like your general, and then like you had your 3 talents.
Yeah.
And it was actually really bad back in the day because you actually had 4 different tabs because you had all access to all talents as you unlocked them in your talent tree. So you'd have to like go to the healing tab for your healing stuff, and you'd have to go to your intent.
And there also used to be spell levels.
Yep.
You have fireball.
Oh, you'd
I
have
think
like
it was
multiple
two.
versions of the spells.
You'd purposely use it. Like as a healer, you'd have your greater heal, you'd have like the highest rank one, and you'd have like the lowest rank
Right.
one. And you'd more or less keep your lowest rank one on a stop cast macro. So you just keep like start casting it, and then as soon as it's almost about to cast and you don't need it, you'd hit it again and it would restart it. And you just kind of keep it floating at all times, and then if someone took damage, you just let it go off, and then you start your next heavy heal.
Yeah,
And
so
it
you're
saved
basically
you
kind of
mana.
like min-maxing your mana that way, right?
It's fun, man. I actually really
Well, damn,
enjoyed,
that's
like, BC
interesting.
healing. BC healing was a lot of fun.
Like it sounds cool, but it also sounds annoying at the same time.
Well, you also had to buy the upgrades, like you just did.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, every single time you got a new level, you had to go back and talk to your trainer and be like, "Yeah, I want level 3 of unlocked chest."
And don't think you would have enough money to get all of them because you would. So you just have to leave some there.
Some broke boys.
Is this the best water you can make? I was like, I'm sorry, I had to buy my new pyroblast.
This water sucks.
It's free. It's free.
Did you get this from the creek?
Yes.
Ah, fuck. What was I going to say?
I found this in my bag, guys. I think it's been
It's been sitting in the sun.
Why is this water crunchy?
It's really cold.
Ah, fuck, dude, I'm lost. I don't know what I was going to say.
Lore After Dark podcast.
Yeah, that'd be a fun thing to throw onto the Patreon, which we have 2 Patreon subscribers.
Oh?
Me and Golden. Very supportive members.
A little bit of a masturbatory thing there, but okay.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm just kind of like giving a percentage of $1 over to Patreon to give myself like 80 cents back. I got to pump
like
those
money
numbers.
laundering to me.
Well, it's not cleaning the money, that's for sure.
Don't tell Wall Street Bets. They'll go crazy with this idea.
Oh, yeah. Pyramid scheme. Who is fucking like counting coins right now? What the fuck? It's you, Vindow. It's VindowViper. Do you have enough money to get that ice cream? He's been saving up for?
Can I afford a Patreon?
Yeah. Do I have $1 to spell for these fuckers?
I just can't wait till they can like scan a coin and I can just put that in my bank account. And then I just scan that same coin and put that in my bank account.
And it just
like Yugi-oh cards back in the day?
Oh, yeah.
Bro, do you even duel?
No, you used to be able to like type the code in your game off of your cards so you could have them in the game. So you just look up online the pictures of the cards and just type the codes.
No, the best one was Monster Rancher 2, where you
put in the discs.
And it would be like, I want to summon a new monster. And you'd take your existing disc out and you'd go put like Garth Brooks on your thing. And it would be like, you got a so-and-so dude. And you'd be like, and it's actually like dedicated. If someone online would be like, guys, make sure you put in Celine Dion because you can get this and it's like this good stats.
The strongest
and
monster.
And so I'm like going through my parents' collection of like random ass CDs, like Crosby, Stills and Nash. All right,
Notorious B.I.G. Fuck yeah. Oh yeah, you were talking about the spellbooks being updated. There's also quest log, I guess you'd call it, is getting new icons and getting a legend
and stuff.
So
no numbers now.
Yeah, it's making it a lot easier to tell what the fuck is actually going on in any given map as far as main quest, side quest, important quest, any of that type of shit. So yeah, good for everybody. Just looking to have a good time. Excited about the expansion. It's coming up here.
Man, they're going to bring back garrisons. I hope they bring back garrisons.
Read your class changes, man. They almost every single class has just a massive 2-page list of changes.
Yeah, so we're all going to kind of have to relearn our classes a little bit here.
Looks
all
like
right, Go.
Got probably the biggest change.
What do you got for us, Go?
What do I got for you?
Tell us something you learned this week.
In-game learning?
Sure.
Sure.
I'm scared what the other options are.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to learn.
I'm looking forward to it because, like Viper said, everybody's getting a change. It kind of puts us on a even playing field again until the meta comes out.
Oh, all the Wowhead guys are already updated.
Yep.
So
New meta's already out.
New meta's already here, baby.
They've been beta for like a month now. So
yeah. They've
don't
played
meta
it to
chase, dude. Meta chase is, unless you want to be the absolute best, it ain't worth it. It's really not. Go learn your rotation if you don't know it, and then start figuring out why you're doing that rotation, and then just run from there, man.
Watch that video that I made. Actually, that's got some good advice on it. I think.
So the
check out the link down below.
Yeah, check out the link right here in the fucking video. It's right there. Right, maybe it's over there. Who knows? It could be down below me.
Below me.
Who knows? We're just crazy.
But I'm listening to this on Apple Podcasts. Where do I go for it there?
Go to YouTube and type in "What's My Role?" and
Hey Siri, load up What's My Role?
Is she doing it?
I don't have a Siri. I don't fucking
Oh,
know.
okay. I don't know if any of us has Siri. Does any of us have Siri?
I do.
No, I got Alexa.
Oh, look at you. You're a fucking meta chaser, aren't you?
Siri's the,
I mean, I've got Alexa as well.
wait, Siri's the...
He's got all the
Alexa-
bitches. He's got a whole
Siri's-
harem.
All the bitches fight.
Apple,
Yeah,
right? Isn't
Cortana.
that Siri?
Yeah, Siri's Apple.
Cortana.
There's a new Google one. What are they calling her?
Oh,
Hold on. I'll Google this before we.
That was
The one that
just
stole Scarlett Johansson's voice.
Google Assistant, isn't
No,
it?
that's AI.
AI. No, they gave it a name.
No.
Gemini.
Oh, that's right.
Google Gemini. There you go. Yeah, check out the new video if you are new or returning to WoW. Or even if you're not, if you just want to click like, leave a comment, watch 12 minutes of me blathering about stuff that you probably already know.
It's not blathering. He's very talented, and he does a really good job researching it. Check it out.
Yeah, I think it's a fun little video.
I mean, he's very talented, but he's still blathering.
Yes. I'm blathering about important and useful things that
Still
are
doing it.
helpful for you. What was the... Oh, yeah. I don't know what I'm doing right now. I drank a bunch of gin. I'm sorry.
What kind of gin?
Where else could you just spend $1 on our Patreon? That's where you can spend $1.
I've drank too much gin to remember the name of the gin. What's the fancy one that you always hear about when you think of gin?
This is a Tanqueray.
No, it's not that one. It's
Yeah, that's not fancy.
Beefeaters.
I think it starts with a
Sapphire.
H. Hold on, I'm gonna go look at it real quick.
Oh, hell.
Yeah, it's
He's in
Hendrix.
Hendrix. I knew it.
It's a fancy Hendrix.
It's good. Yeah.
It's tasty. And then I was thirsty from drinking it, but I kept going back to the same bottle that had it in it. So I was like, oh shit, that's not water.
My brother turned me on a long time ago to gin and pineapple, and I was always like, dude, the Snoop Dogg drink? He's like, no, dude, I know it's like that meme gin and juice, whatever kind of thing, but like, once you have gin and pineapple, you'll be like, this is the most refreshing, like, easy to sip on drink all night. And
Do you put it on your pizza?
Yeah, dude.
You
Yes.
son of a bitch.
Yeah.
I hate all of you now. So that's the podcast, everybody. Like, comment, subscribe to join the Mythic Mafia. Find us on YouTube and Twitch for live streams Fridays or Saturday nights. We have TikTok, IG, Facebook. If that's more of your thing, you can subscribe on Patreon. And we play on the Murden Realm on the Alliance side. Illidan will be our Horde Realm. And join the Discord. Chat WoW with us. We're all in there. It's kind of mostly just me that talks, actually. Everybody else is annoying and stupid.
Damn.
No, I won't say that.
You just did!
I won't put that on the podcast. I don't. That's the gin talking.
Gin talking.
I'm sorry, guys.
But Goat just stares. I don't know if it's because I know him and like have met him in real life, but he just stares into my fucking soul, and it's freaking me out.
I want to dive through his beard.
Whoa.
I
Is
see
it
your
clean?
little scruffle growing out there.
Physically. I don't want you to clean
I
it.
want it to be courtesy.
I want to slip between it like I slip through your arms.
Join our community Discord to chat WoW, whether you're a noob like us or a seasoned vet. We're accepting of all levels and factions. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. We'll see you next week.
Play a monk.
Gotta do the intro.
Yes, now it is time for the intro.
Oh my God.
I'm not doing the full intro. It's the shortened version of the intro. You just throw a blanket everywhere.